Hello and welcome to the AFL Auto Blends 3D car creation channel. This is the next in the 1905 Star Gordon Bennett race car, and in this episode we'll be looking at the steering wheel. Now I anticipate this is going to take two or three, probably three episodes to do, or even more because of the detail involved in it. Now as you can see from this image, the steering wheel is sort of a larger, it's generally thicker than a standard steering wheel, and it looks like this is leather bound over a sort of a metal frame. Then we've got this detail here and this detail here. Okay, so there's a fair bit to do in this. So let's get started. I'm going to look at the side image because I've matched it up with the side image roughly. I think we'll do that even more actually. So press tab, get into edit mode, and just bring this down to match up with that. Now I'm going to go to front view, to rear view, and we only need, let's choose what not to have, so let's hide these for a start. Okay, that's fair enough. So we'll select this, press tab, press the B key, range select there, press shift and S, and let's put the cursor at selected. Okay, now we're going to add a curve on this. I've not done this before, so this will be a bit of trial and error. So shift and A, and do a curve. Right, go into object mode, so shift and A, and go into a curve circle. So that's where we are with it. So go to side view, and let's rotate it for 90 degrees at the moment. Okay, scale it down. Right. Let's try that again. 3, Control 1. So shift and A and a curve circle. Rotate 90 degrees. Go to Control and 1. And let's scale it in. Go into side view, let's have a look roughly, get it roughly into place. And what I'm going to do is rotate it all once it's finished, but let's rotate it now just to get a general idea. So rotate to there, and it's almost there, isn't it? So scale just a bit more, go into side, I need it a bit more actually, so Control 1, so scale up just a bit, go into side, and that looks roughly it. So scale just a tad more. I'm going to go a little bit more. So S. And now let's have a look. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so go to here. We'll go down to this this here, curve properties. We'll keep the resolution at 12 for now, and then we'll need to bevel it. Let's have a look where bevel is. So we'll look down here for the bevel, texture space. Here we go. And we'll say 0.055. See what that looks like. I'll say 0.06. How does that look right? Let's have a look at the side view. Yeah, I mean, looking at the, I think 0.055 was about right, wasn't it? 0.055 there, okay. So before we go any further, let's rotate it back to 90. So rotate. I don't know what angle he was at. So let's go 28. I think that'll do. Try 29. It's just because I'd that's better. Okay, so press Control and 1 and go into the rear view. So that's our steering wheel. So to see if we've got the right resolution, let's put we'll put the viewport wireframe on. So if we go to this and move down to wireframe, that gives us an indication of what we've got. And that doesn't, I mean, bearing in mind that when we convert it to a mesh, we've got to get those spokes, these in the middle. We need 2 running vertically and then 2 horizontally, and I suggest that it's between there. So I think 12. I think 12's about right actually for this. So now we've got this, but it's a curve. So we need to convert it into mesh. So if you click on up here, go to Object, come down all the way and find Convert, and then convert it to, click this, convert it to mesh. So now if we tab in, we've got mesh. Press Control and 1, and that is the middle bit. So this is the bit will be, these are the, get the faces and then extrude them in for the centre. Okay, I think the first thing we need to do is to rotate it slightly, and I want to take the middle one out, but I think what I'm going to do is to highlight that. So press Alt to select it, because we need to create a I'm going to press Control and B to bevel it. So Control B, and let's bevel it to about there, and then press X and delete the faces. Okay, so if let's move this out of the way. So there we are, we've got the faces there. So press Control and 1. Let's get into this. Okay, I think what we'll do is go into edit object mode, and we'll press Control and I, and we'll hide everything else. Apart from the steering column, so if we press Control and Z and go back a stage, click the steering column, then click the steering wheel, hold Shift and click the steering wheel, then press Control I, and then press H to hide the rest. Okay, so that is the center. We know we need the hub to be we need the hub to be, I think what I'm going to have to do is to rotate this so it's on the same level as the steering wheel. So if we press 3, then let's rotate. So if we use that as the active element, if we go Shift, right, if we go to 3D cursor and then rotate around the 3D cursor, we can bring this up to somewhere near, I'd say 30 degrees, or did we have it at 29, didn't we? That looks okay. Okay, so press Control and 1. Excellent. So when we, so I suggest now we click that, and then Shift and click that, and press Control and J to join them at the moment. So when we rotate it into place, then we've got it all joined. Okay, excellent. So the next part of this will be to create the, so I'll put the blueprints back on. So press Tab. Let's just go back into our side view. So press 3 to go into side view. Let's put our side image back on. I think we're in local, so I press /, press 3 and go into local. Okay, where are we here? So it's hard to see. Let's hide that for the moment. Right, Alt and H, bring everything back. So what we need is this. Tab into here, and then we'll put a edge loop in here. So put an edge loop here, drag it all the way across to thinking here, but this is got a slope in anyway, so we'll just do it for about there. So select this and this. So select this edge loop, so Alt and left mouse here, and then Shift and Alt and select this, and press Shift and D to duplicate it, and then P and separate the selection, then select that object there. Okay, go into front view, rear view, so Control and 1. We don't want these images on. Okay. So just rotate it slightly. Make sure that we're back into boundary box, and then press E and S and scale it up. until we've got that so by scaling it up, what we've done is moved this, so go into side view and press G twice and bring it back until it matches up with that line. So around about there. Rotate the view slightly. Now we need to join this to this. So select the outer one, shift and select the other, press Ctrl and J, let's join it, press tab. Right, so to make sure it's absolutely in line, what we do is highlight the outer ring, press shift and select one of the vertices on that ring and press S, Y, making sure that we've got active element on. Active element, so S, Y and 0. Okay, so that should be directly in line. So we'll choose the rest of this edge loop here, so here, and then go into bridge edge loops. So so go to edge here and bridge edge loops, and that has created our new piece. So put a loop cut here, drag it down to very near and select that again. So Alt Shift and left mouse there, press X and delete the faces. So we've got a gap between our two objects. Grab this one and we'll just go to top view, go to Z and wireframe, and what we'll do is just extrude it in. So E and Y, just extrude that in to give it a bit of a look of thickness there. Okay, now we'll put another loop cut in here just to tighten it all up. Go to solid, that's fine. I think we'll need a couple of loop cuts in here, so Control press a couple of loop cuts in there. And have we got a modifier on this? Let's put a subdivision surface modifier on it. So I think it's down here. So there we go, that's how we're looking at the moment. Now obviously looking at this, there's a bit of detail here on the edge. So let's do that. So we need a loop cut in here, bring it up, to about here. How are we going to do that? Right, grab this line. So Shift, Alt and left mouse. Making sure now that we're back in boundary box, and press E and S. Let's extrude it up a bit to here. Add a loop cut in here to tighten that up. And we don't need it to be exactly like this, but I'd like it to be a little bit like it. And right, so what we need to do now is to add detail to the end here to match up with that. So tab into edit mode, let's put a loop here, press E and F and bring it to here. Let's go into top view just to make sure. So Z wireframe. What I want to do is try to match up this. So I'm going to press G twice, just pull it back a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to press Shift and Alt and select the edge loop there. Okay. Then I'm going to press, once again making sure that we're in bounding box, press E and S and bring that up. Now I want to match it with the height of one of these. So I'm just going to click on one of these, press Shift and click on one of these edge ones and then press S, Z and 0. Ooh. Let's press Control Z. I've got something else. I need active element on here. So click on active element. So press S, S, Z and 0. That's wrong. Right, okay. Trying to be clever there. Press Control and 1. So let's deselect the one at the back. So press B and rain middle mouse over there. Press Control and 1. Then let's just scale it out. Press S. Right, let's do this again. So B, right, Control Z, let's go back a stage, right. B, range select, deselect that, Control 1, go back and make sure that we're in bounding box, because we want to scale away from the cursor, not to the active element this time. So press S and let's just scale it out. Hold the shift key down for minimal movement until it's over, and that should, those lines should be perfectly aligned, or as near as, damn it. So now all we need to do is put a loop cut in here and drag it over to the side here. So that's our steering wheel started. Our column, right, we need some loop cuts in the column here by the looks of it. So Control and R, drag all the way to the end there. And I don't know if the end's got a, yeah, there's an end there. So choose, let's press G twice, just bring it in closer to around about here. Go into face select mode, click that, press X and delete the face. Okay. So tab into edit mode. And that's not a line, that's where, yeah, okay. So I'm going to put some loop cuts in the middle of this. So Control and R, then go to at about 6 and put it into place. Just so we've got some geometry along the line. Okay, so in the next episode we'll put the metal insert in here, and we'll put these in and match them up to here, and then in the final episode I think we'll do this arrangement here, and we've got stitching here, we've got stitching around the circumference, we've got an area here where the obviously there's some stitching in there, and then this splays out slightly. So we've got all those details to do, and I want to get it as close to this as possible. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.